Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. It wouldn't be a Victor Newman plot without collateral damage, and at least one relationship is going to suffer thanks to his latest plan on Young and Restless. As fans well know, he's bound and bent on breaking up Claire and Kyle with a helping hand from Audra, and as is the case with any worthwhile soap scheme, there will be fallout. Looking into our crystal ball, we see a sexy hookup with the handsome Holden as part of it, and the lady involved may or may not be who you think. Audra essentially did a deal with the devil she knows, when she agreed to help Victor prove to Claire that Kyle is too untrustworthy to be her beau. Given that she and the abbot have a steamy history, and there's a fine line between love and hate, the temptress is certain she can lure him to the brink of cheating as the mustache requires. In return, she'll get her own company to run. But all of this is a huge gamble, considering that not only does she have to trust Victor, who shafted her without a second thought in the past, but also risks her relationship. There's no love lost between Nate and Victor after the Black Knight accused him of conspiring against him whilst dating his daughter and working as an executive at Newman Enterprises. Nate was unceremoniously dumped from the company, split up with Victoria, and doesn't trust her father as far as he could throw a tractor with the compromised hand that ended his surgical career. In short, Audra's involvement with Victor in any capacity is going to cause an issue between them, but she's flirting with absolute disaster by trying to recaptivate Kyle on the sly. On the other side of the equation is Claire, who is equally as determined to win her grandfather's blessing and prove to him that Kyle is the right man for her. But it's not as though doubt hasn't crept in already. She's leery of his past with Summer, with whom he shares a son, and who is clearly jealous of her. She's walked in on them, confiding in one another and even sharing hugs. Being aware of his recent history with Audra as well, the brunette siren probably wouldn't have to work too hard to get Kyle into a compromising situation that would throw Claire for a loop. So how does Holden fit into all of this? He obviously has a past with Audra, and is waiting in the wings for the chance to pick up where things left off between them in Los Angeles, but he's also spent time with Claire, in what might have been a classic soap chem test that they passed with flying colors. By the way, Holden introduced Claire to her new favorite cocktail, the Vesper, and chatted her up at the athletic club bar. When Victor's twisted plot inevitably goes sideways, Audra or Claire's relationship, or both, could be fractured. While it seems obvious that Audra is the one who could wind up back between the sheets with her ex, Holden, if Nate gives her the old heave-ho. If she's successful in pulling off her assignment, things could spiral in a different direction. It may instead be a heartbroken Claire who falls into bed with Damien's sexy right-hand man after a few too many Vespers and a heaping helping of his smooth charm. Either way, it's gonna be soapy. Which lady do you think will end up in Holden's arms? Vote below. In the steamy world of Genoa City, where secrets, ambition, and passion collide on a daily basis, the arrival of Holden has sent more than a few ripples through the town's tangled web of romance and rivalry. Mysterious, confident, and with just the right amount of charm, laced with danger, Holden is the kind of man who walks into a room and instantly becomes a threat to business deals, to secrets, and especially to relationships. But the question burning through fans' minds: will Holden hook up with Audra or Claire? Let's dive deep into the potential entanglements, alliances, and emotional fireworks waiting to explode, because this is the Young and the Restless, and nothing stays simple for long. Audra Charles doesn't just play the game, she rewrites the rules. Smart, seductive, and laser-focused on power, Audra knows how to get what she wants. She's been burned before, sure, but she's also left a trail of men wondering how they lost control. So when Holden steps onto the scene, with his piercing gaze and air of calculated mystery, it doesn't take long for Audra to take notice. Their first interaction? Electric. Sparks flew, not the sweet, tender kind, but the kind that promises fireworks, and maybe a little bit of danger. Holden isn't easily charmed, but he respects ambition, and Audra's got that in spades. A late-night business meeting turns into a flirtatious power play. They challenge each other, push each other's buttons, and neither one is backing down. Could this be the beginning of a true power couple? Audra's no stranger to risk, but Holden might be her match in more ways than one. Together, they could take Genoa City by storm, or burn it to the ground. The chemistry is undeniable, but so is the potential for betrayal. Still, Holden has shown flashes of vulnerability. If anyone could draw out that softer side, it might just be Audra, if she can slow down long enough to care. Once considered Genoa City's broken bird, Claire's transformation has been nothing short of captivating. She's gone from damaged and dangerous to introspective, and, dare we say, redeemable. But don't mistake her evolution for weakness. Claire has been through the fire, and she's come out stronger, more aware of her worth, and surprisingly grounded. Enter Holden with his shadows and secrets. Unlike Audra, Claire isn't immediately trying to figure out how to use Holden, she's trying to understand him. Where Audra sees a tool or a threat, Claire sees a mystery worth solving. That genuine curiosity could be exactly what Holden needs. After all, no one's really gotten under his skin yet. Their first heart-to-heart happens late one evening at Crimson Lights. Claire, sipping tea, notices Holden lost in thought. She asks one simple question, and before he realizes what's happening, he's opening up to her in a way he never intended. There's no seduction, no power game, just connection. And that, in a town like Genoa City, might be the most dangerous thing of all. Claire's soft strength could pull Holden in, offering him something he's not used to: peace. But will he know what to do with it? Or will his own darkness ruin the best chance he has at something real? This is a soap opera. A love triangle was never just a possibility, it was inevitable. Audra and Claire couldn't be more different, and that's exactly what makes the stakes so high. Audra is the spark, Claire is the slow burn. One offers excitement, the other offers healing. But Holden? He's the tipping point. The man both women could fall for, and both could lose. The tension is already building. Claire catches Audra leaving Holden's hotel room, lipstick smudged, and that smug smirk plastered across her face. Meanwhile, Holden finds himself thinking about Claire when he's with Audra, and not in a way he can ignore. He's torn, and the more he tries to stay in control, the more unraveled he becomes. Fans are split. Team Audra loves the fire and unpredictability. Imagine the schemes they could launch together. Team Claire sees the potential for real growth, for both of them. And Genoa City, it's watching with bated breath. Audra may have a secret plan involving Holden's past, maybe a connection she's uncovered and is keeping in her back pocket for leverage. Claire, on the other hand, could be on the verge of discovering something about Holden that changes everything, something that puts them all in danger. There are whispers that Holden isn't just a charming drifter. He might be tied to someone powerful, someone dangerous. And once that bomb drops, it could shatter everything. Will Audra double down and play dirty to keep Holden on her side? Will Claire walk away, even if it breaks her heart? Or will Holden finally be forced to choose? Not just between two women, but between who he is and who he wants to be. The truth is, he could hook up with both, but end up with neither. Or maybe, just maybe, he'll fall hard for one in a way he never expected. That's the beauty of the young and the restless. It's not just about who kisses who. It's about choices, consequences, and the messy, thrilling, always entertaining journey in between. So buckle up, Genoa City watchers. Whether you're craving the sizzle of Audra or the soul of Claire, one thing's certain: Holden's story is just getting started.